I literally can't do it, Pascal. Welcome to the show.
What's up? Finally, right?
Finally, oh my word. We're always talking, we're Instagramming. I'm looking at all your cooking videos, you know, all the stuff you do, the singing. Have you heard this man's voice, people? Oh my word. Welcome to the show. We've been on it with this case, and many cases, of course. Pascal does a lot of cases as well. Welcome to it. Do you know what we're watching right here?
A little bit. I've because I've been watching. I watch your show, by the way.
I like the way you answer. That's how I would answer when I don't know.
No.
Oh, you don't?
I just don't know his name, but I know he's been live streaming and capturing everything like boots on the ground out here.
Isn't this amazing? Yeah, so his name is Larry, right? He's got a channel called Eminence Front X5. He's out there at the search right now.
Nice.
And he lives out of his X5. And he was like, do you want me to settle up and be out there? I'm like, go there. And so he's filmed all of this for us. So I thought we could watch this, and then you and I could chat about what we both learned about Troy Driver, because I know you also just did a stream, right?
Yeah.
And I watched Tamara's TikTok live earlier, and there's some things she said there that I also wrote down that maybe we could chat about.
Ooh, I'd love to hear that too. I'm sure this story is like the plot just keeps on thickening. You know what I mean?
Oh, it just does.
Snicker. So I'm with it all day. Oh, by the way, I live in St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
And you're in the Netherlands, right?
Yes, I'm in the Netherlands. Okay, I'm just going to pause it there for a second because Larry was absolutely spot on. I read out an email that he sent me on March 24th that he's like, this guy is probably a supervisor in construction.
And
Mic drop, right?
Right.
And then bam, it's like, what? The suspect. So he is onto the construction and supervisor, but probably not at this location because the guy worked at Leadcore, which I believe is in Reno. Do you know the exact location? Yeah, in Reno. Leadcore.
It's in Reno, and from what I heard, it's about like 5 minutes away from Panasonic, from the Panasonic factory that Naomi was working at. So the question I threw out was, did it just happen to be where he was just working on something and ran into her? Or is this some calculated thing? Or was this a place that he goes, hate to use this term, but goes fishing at, goes hunting this particular parking lot? Why Naomi of all people? Why Naomi, and why at 5:25 a.m. in the morning? That just seems so bizarre,
Right? Did you see his criminal record that he used to? Well, he did some armed robberies at Chevron specifically, and she was at a Chevron gas station at 5:03 a.m. So now my speculation is, what if he saw her there already and kind of followed her to the Walmart?
That's a good one too. That could very well be it too. That maybe he was just up to no good, period. Maybe he was strapped for cash. I mean, that's what it kind of sounds like with this alleged past that he had, right? You heard about the shooting, and I don't know what I'm allowed to say on your channel, so I try to.
Oh, we the same. It's the same as those, when we like. There's the trigger words, but say what you got to say.
Okay, cool. So there's the there's the whole thing with his girlfriend taking someone's life in the parking lot. Or not in our parking lot, in the driveway of his home when he was 17 years old. I think you did mention it earlier before you started rolling that footage. But then the girlfriend and this other guy decided to stuff this man's body in the back of a car, in the trunk of a car, and then just discarded it in the wooded area off a highway. And this was when he was 17 years old. And the fact that it was all planned out, they plotted to do this. They planned to do this heinous crime to this man, who happened to be a drug dealer and all that. And I don't know why. I don't know if it was a drug deal that went sour, or if they were trying to unalive this man so that they can get his money and drugs. I don't know. But the fact that all that came together when he was 17 years old says a lot about what kind of guy we're dealing with here too, Exactly. It's insane.
Exactly. So we could put this up for a second again. Here's the man. He looks, oh man, he looks so shady.
Right.
And it's a car.
And that's a nice ride.
Yeah, that's a nice ride. Man.
He got the hookup. Or he's been doing whatever he's been doing, what he did to her, for a very, very long time. Hence the reason why he can have a $70,000 ride that's all tricked out up here. You see what I'm saying? It just
exactly.
it's insane because he's not making that kind of. I would assume he's not making that kind of money, just being a supervisor.
Yeah.
Just an assumption.
I don't know, but I don't think so. It's just an assumption too. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Did you see this earlier, that this person said that they worked with him at Leadcore and then said, you have no idea how scary he is. He would follow me around my whole truck and then follow me after work. Had to call my husband because I got terrified.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's
This is
new
from
to me. I
Facebook.
didn't see these social media sleuths out here. They don't mess around. They find
Yeah.
everything. They are finding everything. Even especially that photo of him right
Yeah.
there with his, I guess, his main squeeze. I don't know if it's
I think it's his wife. That's what I heard today. It's his wife. I mean, I've got the name. I don't want to dox her or something, but there's apparently children too. He's making comments of like, yeah, tell mom we've got another baby on the way. And I'm like, what?
Yep.
Like,
Crazy,
wow.
right? He
That's
got
so
children.
crazy.
He's a father and he's doing this. Allegedly, he is doing these things, right?
Allegedly.
And I just, man, once I found that out, once I saw the photos, because I was getting all this stuff live on
Yes.
my recent stream. I'm getting that stuff live. And while I'm getting it live, I couldn't help but sit back and just be in awe at this whole situation. I mean, this is a man that's looking at his daughter. He has a daughter. He's looking at his daughter's eyes every day, looking at her dead in the face every day. And he goes off and does this thing. And who knows if, I guarantee you, this is probably not his first time doing this. And I'm
Do you remember Dennis Rader, BTK? He was also like that. He was like with his daughter, fishing with his daughter, camping, like so close with his daughter. And yet, well, we don't want to say that this guy's a serial killer by any means. No, he's a armed robber and he's a suspect for kidnapping, right? But like, I'm just saying, some of these, you can't believe the distinction they make between their own families and having children and then these, what they do beyond that.
Yeah.
The crimes they do beyond that.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. He's a sociopath, in my personal opinion. Smiling in your face and moonlighting with what he did to Naomi. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Could be a pure damn psychopath.
Yeah.
Maybe more than a sociopath.
You never know. You know what I mean? And he could be hiding in plain sight. His wife may not know anything. I was calling him like the Breaking Bad of whatever, because of the hat. Perfect timing because of that hat. I was like, what is he trying to be? Walter White? Is he trying to be Heisenberg from Breaking Bad now? But the fact that his wife may not even know, or she might be in cahoots with him. We don't know.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's doing this and they seem to be living the life like it's golden just makes it's just so strange. It's hard to it's hard to digest all of this right now.
It really is. That's why we're doing it together, piece by piece.
Holding hands.
We are holding hands right now because we're like, guys, this is a lot. This has been a lot. It's been this whole week. I mean, and we didn't know. I mean, you just don't know that these cases come up like this and it just becomes a blur because we get so invested in it. And it's like, what? I mean, the more we go, it's like getting in that rabbit hole, right? The more we're digging, the more we're finding. My goodness. Thank you guys. That's what we have for now. So Larry actually went to help in the search today and I saw him go live with Tamara and he was saying, do you know about those trailers out there? Have you searched those? Because he's ready to knock on doors. She's like, don't do that because law enforcement should do that. But he's like, hello, who's inside? Because you just never know.
Yeah, no kidding. Shout out to Larry for all the work he's doing out there, man. That's dope. I knew about, because I saw one of your lives about it. I was like, oh my God, he's literally there. Oh man, but yeah, that's some amazing groundwork. Because I know a lot of us are wondering what the heck. I mean, especially given the fact that footage where she's taken is cropped off. You can't even see anything really. You can't really gauge what's really going on and how everything it played out. So the fact that Larry went out there, that's an amazing thing. You guys
and walked around the Walmart, saw the cameras, saw Did you hear that he asked the shopping cart collectors there, like, do you know this car? Do you know this lady? They said, yeah, we know the car. And she always parked in one spot except for that day. That was kind of interesting to hear from them. That's obviously speculative. It's alleged. But to think that she may be parked in the same sort of spot every day except that day, I'm still going to say she may have been spooked from the Chevron experience, if he was there, if he's a Chevron kind of guy.
Yeah, she might have been. I think no matter where she parks, I think what went down would have still gone down. It didn't look like, from my understanding, it didn't sound like there was really anybody else in that parking lot except for her sitting in that car. So she became focus number one. But then again, you never know. In my mind, I keep thinking maybe the worst case scenario of this situation was that this was all just by chance. She just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. He happened to be scrapped for cash, maybe. Allegedly, if he is the one who did everything, and he saw an opportunity and he nabbed her. That's one way of thinking it. Obviously, I wouldn't think that she would go on a date with this guy via Tinder and whatnot, because she was on a date the day before. But God knows, you never know. I mean, but that man 41, just by the way, that's 41.
41. He doesn't look.
That's a hard 41. So when I see something like that, I'm like, nah, it's not. It's not like they were on a date before. But I still keep thinking that maybe one of the people that she was having issues with outside of at the work or the date, either one, knew something and maybe are the plug. And he happens to be the man who has to do the grunt work. Maybe I keep thinking that there's something more to this. And if he starts to talk, which I really do hope law enforcement starts to speak up and he starts to squawk. If he does, I hope that this dismantles a gigantic ring. And we get the truth out here and maybe save more people than just Naomi in this situation.
That's the thing. That's why we're also showing the face. I know you were also talking about that on your stream of like the family was at first like, don't show his face and don't kind of like, dirty the filter of the face. But we want to show the face in case there's more victims involved. I mean, we got to get this news out there. What if someone's like, wait a minute, actually, I saw this guy doing this and this to someone else. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm just checking the news because maybe you're going to be on this show and be like, breaking news, and then we'll be on the news of like Pascal was on Grizzly True Crime.
Come on.
Exactly. Like what? So I'm just checking if there's something else, but there's nothing else right now.
You're
good. But we could go over the information we both. I just want to make myself slightly bigger. Otherwise I'm like here.
Why make it so small?
No, I'm like here, so I'm just making my shirt bigger.
There
so
we
we're on
go.
the same, like...
There we go. I feel like I'm just talking down at you. Weird. Oh,
now
by the way, real quick before we go into your next information, I just wanted to say send some love to your people. First off, I wanted to say thank you to you for telling your people to come over to my channel and check out the interview with Diana and everything. That really meant a lot because I saw a lot of grizzlies, a lot of rainbows and all that. And I saw that in the corner of my eye and I really did appreciate that. So I just wanted to say that because, we out here, it's hard for us to get the word out here to talk about these things and get the support and get the word out there. Most importantly, get the word out there. So I do appreciate you showing the support. Because
you appreciate the raid? You appreciate the Rainbow Raid and Grizzly Bear Raid we did?
Please. Yes, of course.
It was like,
of course.
Guys, Pascal's live now. Let's go there. It's like all of us. Yes, let's go there. We're there. I saw you in the corner of your eye. You're like, what is going on here?
No, I mean, no. I knew what was going on because I watched your show.
Oh, yeah, you saw the bears coming.
So I already know. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, the Grizzlies are here. Okay, cool. Let me
Grizzlies are in the house.
You know what I mean? Grizzlies in the house. So I knew that was going on. I wasn't completely out in the dark. You know what I mean? I appreciate
we were there to support you. I mean, we already do. I believe that a lot of us individually already support you, but it's nice when we can go over there in a group and just like watch your live stream as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, we're big fans. We're big fans.
Well, thank you.
Cheers to you being here.
I'm still drinking. I'm still drinking coffee.
It's still early for you.
What are you drinking? What are you sipping on?
This is like literally whiskey.
Yeah. Oh, yes. It's like 9 o'clock in your time. So yeah, you're allowed to drink.
Yeah. This is Mr. David Robinson's recommendation from the Daniel Robinson case. It's Woodford Reserve. So he said I must try it for him. So I got some, tried it. I've never had it.
Nice. It's a little early for me right now, but if it was 8 o'clock, I'd be sharing a libation with you.
You might be here until then.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna be here until then. Oh man.
I'll be on the floor, just drunk as hell.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Um,
nice because you're getting fit now too, so you gotta
yeah,
sip it
just trying
slower.
to,
Yeah.
just getting into my fitness. You know what I mean? Trying to
All
make
right.
sure I
Same
trying to make
vibe.
sure I don't look 40, that kind of 41. I mean, that's
Yeah, that
41,
kind. That was quite a kind
man.
of 41.
I'm doing
You
good if that's what 41 looks like,
look
bruh.
at this, guys. 41.
Damn.
Oh no, not that, not that, not the truck.
Yeah,
Wait, we gotta pause it.
dang,
41.
that's 41.
What?
That's a horde. That's a hard
It's a
41.
horde 41.
Horde 41. But anyway, but like I said, I feel bad because part of me goes, okay, if he is, what if they let him go? Then I feel like a jerk for just roasting this man if he's innocent. But I don't know. I just don't feel like they would just go pick up some random guy just because he has a truck similar to the description. I feel like this man done some bad things, and this is a
Well, if that's the
criminal.
case, we can roast the police at that point. If they're just
Right,
like random guy with a truck, then we know who to
right.
roast.
Please let us roast the police.
If that's the case. But yeah, it seems like this truck was so specific
Yeah.
and this guy with his track record, just armed robberies and things and disposing of people and like, it doesn't seem. And look at that hard 41 as well. We just
Horde.
don't know what he's up to.
It's a hard 41. He's lived a hard life. By the way, he did a slew of armed robberies to raise money to
Yeah.
get tickets to buy tickets
Yeah.
for his sister to go to Italy or something like that. But from what I'm hearing, that she went to a psych ward in Italy. So I guess it was him just doing a whole lot of breaking and entrance and armed robberies just so he can get her tickets so she can go admit herself in a hospital in Italy. I'm so confused.
That's so
I don't know. Do
confusing
they
because there's
serve
psych
extra
wards
Jello
right there
there?
in the United States. Why are you sending her to Italy?
Yeah, why
What's going
Italy
on
of all
there?
places? What, I don't understand that. Maybe just to get her away from
Yeah.
the crimes she has committed here in America. I
Yeah.
forgot you're not here. You're over there. Um,
Yeah.
but the crimes that she committed here in America, maybe that's what it was. But it still doesn't make sense to me. They plotted something out. They executed it.
Yes.
They executed this man.
Yes.
And then discarded his body like a sack of rotten potatoes off on the side of the road. Yeah, this is not a good man, period. Even if he's not connected to this is a man who's done some very, very bad things for sure.
Yeah, if he's innocent, we'll still do some mild roasting. The hard 41 is to
Oh,
stay.
hard 41.
Exactly. We're gonna clip that, guys.
He-
That's
he's
the
not-
part you clip for Twitter, okay?
Yeah. He's not using sunblock. He's not using
Oh no,
sunscreen.
he's
He
definitely
can
not
use it,
using
though.
sunblock. He
SPF,
could use it,
whatever.
yeah.
Just an
No,
idea.
if he's guilty, he's not gonna require that anymore. Oh man.
Oh
They're
boy,
like, I'm so for roasting. I'm so for roasting. We'll get there, guys.
I'm with it all day long. I'm with it all day long, especially when it's a piece of trash like this. But that's just me.
Right.
That's just me. But I do hope, like going back to it, I do hope that
Yes.
that he talks.
Yes.
Because for a fact he at least has somebody in his cell phone. He has a number in his cell phone that all he has to do is just hand over and say his
Yeah.
name is such and such, or their name is such and such, and just hand it over. I mean, we could bring her home, and hopefully a lot of other people home too.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. And I think they need to bring the wife. I think that's his wife, but they need to bring the wife in too and start questioning the hell out of her too, because she's got to know something. She got to.
Yeah, like what's his daily routine?
Right?
What's his nighttime routine? What's going on?
How could someone go that far? Like a loved one, like say we were married and I was off doing this kind of stuff. You don't think you would know?
How do you not notice? That's always
Exactly.
the question.
Honey,
I was
why you
away
today. Like how many lies can I pull out of my
Yeah.
ass
Yeah.
to get away with? I mean, at some
Yeah.
point you're going to pick up a phone conversation, a text message, something, right?
Exactly. I'm laughing in the comments now. They're like, that's his nickname, Horde 41.
Hard 41.
That's
You
it. You heard it here first, people. We always come up with some nicknames. As you know, Melon Boy and all this, we always like, it's just appropriate sometimes to snark at these These killers, or this one's not a killer, kidnappers, killers, criminals. It's just like, oh man. So this one is Hard 41, everyone.
R41.
Bigfoot, aka Hard 41.
If only he would just use some sunscreen and maybe marinate his whole body in a vat of olive oil. It would be a whole different conversation.
It'd be so good for him. We love that for him.
Yeah,
oh, man.
Keep being ugly. Let's go.
Right. So we're going to go over what you know about him. But there was this Facebook thing that someone just sent me as well now, where he says, by the way, oh, wait, someone said, someone called Roger Shannon said, by the way, I'm having another baby, let mom know, bro. And then Troy said, what, when, boy or girl? And then Troy Driver said, not sure, 2 to 3 months in now. Oh, so it was Troy that was saying that. It's just so weird. It's just so weird what he's saying there.
How old is that?
That was like 50 weeks ago.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Right? What is going on?
So he got another kid on the way. He got a baby on the way?
I mean, they could be like, I mean, that's a red flag in itself. What's happening to the kids? Where are they? Are they safe? Are they okay?
Wow.
And people are asking,
I said it on the live just a second ago. So earlier, but it's like people like that should never have even the right to parent, to even breed. That's just it just frustrates me that this is
speaking my language.
That this is real.
You need a license for that at this point.
I'm telling you, when I saw the photo of the kids with him and the kids, I mean, if you saw the live, I was blown away. Like I had to take a minute. There was a minute of silence. People were commenting, going, "Did the show freeze? Like, did something happen?" Because it was just I just took I did not talk because it just blew my mind that this is a man that has children. He has offspring.
Oh man,
I'm sorry. I'm still blown by that. I thought this was a single man. And then when I got, shout out to my fam, they were able to just send me photos. And I'm like, where did you find all this stuff?
Yeah, I don't have that photo. So if you guys have it, you know where to send it so that I can show it right now. Or if you've got it on Twitter.
Hold on.
I haven't shown it.
I'll send you some right now, girl.
Oh man. Yeah, we're doing it right now.
Hold up. I need to do a little math. Not math. I got to do a little math.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Are you doing map time? Yeah. Do a little math.
No
While
map
you
time.
do that, let's do a little commercial break while we're looking for that, guys, and maybe we could pull it right up, okay? Let's do this.
Yeah.
Welcome to Grizzly True Crime, established June 2021. Thank you for watching. Viewing Grizzly videos is a great source of support, and it's free. There are other 100% free ways to support Grizzly True Crime. Like, subscribe, and share. Other fantastic ways to support the channel would be, for example, becoming a member. Click the join button or the link below. During a live stream or premiere, you can buy a super chat or super sticker by clicking that button right there. The most direct way to support the channel would of course be through PayPal, link below. Join the Grizzly Patreon community for exclusive content. There are 3 tiers to choose from. I am a true crime author, so you could get my ebooks, audiobooks, or paperbacks, and I also offer you notebooks or journals. buymeacoffee.com/Gisela K. Need I say more? You know I love coffee. Get yourself some Grizzly merch, and if you post a picture of yourself in it, remember to tag me so that I can share it too. My merch shelf is now also active right below this video. If not, just click the link in the description box. If you haven't yet, join us Grizzlies on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. We have a really great community on all those platforms as well. Thank you so much for watching, and now let's get back to the live stream or video. Take this off. There we go. That should be good now.
Hello. There we go. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So here it is. It says, even on the bottom there, it says, you might be handsome, but you'll never be as handsome as Taterhead in a hat. And I'm underneath. This is underneath the photo of their whole family at Lake Lahontan, I guess, camping in 2021 of June. So last summer. So there's 2 kids there. and they're having a grand old time camping and hanging out. And there he is holding I guess it is his wife with their 2 children. So
Wow.
that is a full-on photo of his offspring and his wife.
That is so crazy what he's doing.
Yeah.
If he's doing it, allegedly.
Because a lot of us were wondering how recent is this stuff? Is it real? So on and so forth. Yes, it is. It is very much real. It's right there, and it's recent. The other photo that you showed earlier with them kind of cuddly headshot type thing, that was March 6th.
That's so crazy.
That was just
he
a
looks
few
like
weeks ago.
Look at him. He's like, I'm sweet.
Yeah. No, he's like, no, that is the full poster child of hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Real talk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh my word. I can't believe this. I've not seen these pictures. Look at him. What? March 6th. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you for sending that.
Oh, you're welcome.
That
teamwork
is
makes
awesome.
the dream work. Something like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's cliched, but we love it. We love it. Teamwork makes the dream work. We say it sometimes, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got no more echo, guys. I think we sorted it out, right? We're good.
Now it's gone. Some people are like 7 minutes behind, but it'll be all right.
It's true. It's true.
It'll be all right.
1.5.
Yeah.
Tater boy. Tater boy.
Tater boy. As handsome as Tater boy.
Hard 41 Tater boy.
Tater boy. Hard 41 Tater boy.
Yeah. Exactly. It's coming up with great nicknames.
Hard 41 Tater boy.
Yes. Exactly. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so what are your thoughts on this? Let me turn the tables around.
Role reversal time,
yes,
people. It's time for that.
Some questions. What do you think about everything? What's your thoughts on all this news and stuff?
I mean, initially I thought it could be kind of like, I suppose I was deep diving the Delphi case, and it seemed like, whoa, she was on, the way they said she did the last Snapchat ping was at 5:23, and then the man's at her door at 5:24. I'm like, is there a connection with that? Is she like, because she has a private Instagram account, and we don't know what she's doing on there. And this is not at all in any way victim blaming or shaming. We just don't know. What kind of pictures is she sharing on there? Who's she talking to on there? That's the main thing. Being naive, as her family described her, naive, 18, wants to explore freedom, like have a Instagram account, and maybe share some pics on there. And maybe there's a Cash App or Venmo for some of that, which people do, which doesn't have to be necessarily official sex work or anything. It can just be sharing some pictures on there. And I was like, whoa, it's probably one of those. And I was deep diving the Instagram account, right? I actually filmed a 35-minute video on this, but never released it because I'm like, it's too soon for that.
Right.
It's just too soon. But just looking at some of the comments that were on her posts, and just looking at some of the accounts look like those sock puppet accounts,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
What we call it? It looked like that, where I'm like, oh, this is so dodgy.
That's a new one for me. Sock puppet accounts. That's new for me. I've never heard that before. I just heard like catfishing accounts, that kind of thing. Because I was literally just about to say that while you were saying that, it made me think of that. I never thought of that. I'm hearing it now on Grizzly Crime, but the thought of them actually, hiding behind some good-looking guy's icon and trying to have conversations with her where they can get information from her through that as well. That's a possibility as well. Just knowing about her, maybe because of her naivete, her not knowing, about this kind of thing. She's excited about being a free American woman. And then suddenly this dude knows everything about her, right? Because she's just looking at an icon and some photos on IG where he's cute type of thing, or they are cute, right? Where she feels like she can confide in them and then they can learn a lot about her through just corresponding on those DMs. So that's a possibility too. Never thought of that, because I was thinking the other thing, which was she went on a date. That dude was the bait. That rhymes. But then he was able to, or they were able to finesse some information out of her through that conversation. He's getting all the keywords, getting all the information. And then next thing you know, boom, he has all the information he needs. All he needs to do is throw it over to the guy who's willing to do the grunt work, aka Troy. Because clearly
Troy.
he's not the one on the date. He's the one doing the dirty work. So I think that's what actually happened here.
Could be. Exactly. And then maybe we could combine those theories and even be like, yeah, through social media, that's how the date got set up. And maybe Troy is behind the person even who was the bait for the date. Yeah,
Exactly.
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 Could be. Could be. Especially knowing with Snapchat, you could share your location. And I mean, I just find, I mean, some people, like, people are not with me on this one, that it's weird to get up so early to prioritize social media so much that you get up so early for a 12-hour work shift that you're going to chill in the parking area for half an hour.
Right.
Because you want to be on social media. That's the thing. That's her pattern. That's her habit. She gets some snacks at the gas station and then goes and chills on social media. I get it. It's 2022. I get it. Except that early to be on social media, meaning social media is a huge priority for her. I mean, I like social media too, right? And so, but to sit there that early in the morning, so that means someone could have been, yeah, talking to her behind some type of profile. And there's some profiles that I've already identified that are like highly suspicious. And I noticed that the comments had been turned off, you know, restricted from like 2 days ago. And I'm like, oh, so when Tamara was on my show, I asked her, have you got login to that Instagram? And she said she does not personally. So it could be the brother or the mother or anyone else, but maybe it's the FBI even. We don't know.
Yeah. Man, it's there's a lot to digest here. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
It's a lot. I mean, because there's so many avenues. There's so many loopholes and so many roads that this thing is forking off and forking off.
Yeah,
Fork, as in
exactly.
the fork. Sorry, I'm 12 years old, but anyway, could be, you know, veering off to the point where, I mean, you never know. But thank God we have somebody in custody right now that could very well be the one that just draws a straight line down the road, which I'm really hoping for. Yeah, I'm really hoping for that.
I really hope so too. And I mean, this person could also maybe not be linked on social media, but to that person at Panasonic who was a little disgruntled, right? The sexual harassment person. I know he's been ruled out, but who's he connected to? Is it Troy? That could be interesting if that comes out. Because that wasn't months ago. That was 6 to 8 weeks ago. I have an inside source with that information. That was not long ago. So if someone like that was escorted out of the building, suspended for 2 weeks, came back, had to change their entire shift, like they used to have, let's say, speculatively, the day shift of 12 hours, they were suddenly put on the night shift for 12 hours. Huge change. So I'm like, okay, that could maybe just make them a little angry. And maybe they have connections like Troy. We don't know.
Right. I did ask Diana if there was like if they were demoted, if there was a financial change in that person that was alleged harassing her. And she did say that she didn't know the extent of that part, but she did know that person had to change their schedule, or they were working in a completely different department. But from my understanding, there has been other complaints about that same person from other women at that factory as well. So God knows, but I think she was the only one that actually stood up and said, you know, put her foot down and said, I'm not today, Satan. I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna stand for myself and stand up for the other women that are being harassed here. And you know, she did the right thing, but it may have an effect in what happened to her, you know, a couple months later.
Maybe. I mean, it's not that long ago, maybe.
Right.
And I mean, so there are no financial implications, but to maybe he was speculatively, based on possible inside sources, suspended for 2 weeks and then came back and changed his whole routine and put in another department. But imagine, because he was allegedly operating machinery. So if he knew some people in construction,
like I said, he could be
Hard 41,
exactly.
Tater Boy. Then you just don't know.
Hard 41 Tater Boy. You never know.
Hard. You
the
never
horde.
Know. The Horde 41 Tater Boy. I mean, we just don't know. But at the end of the day, I really hope that he's still, I hope he's still being questioned, because that can go on for long, right? You also watch interrogation tapes. It can go on for a long time.
It can go for days. It can go for days. And the thing is it also depends on how much of a ride or die he is, or how dangerous the people he is working for are. So if they are real, I mean, they're going to be pretty dangerous. I'm going to be real, but he has something. He has something to fight for. He has something to lose, which is that family.
Family, exactly.
Even though he's a piece of trash for allegedly doing what he did, he is still a family man, and he is still trying to do everything he can to keep those kids alive. last thing he wants to have happen is lose his kids and lose his wife in some horrendous way, right?
Exactly.
By speaking up and saying what needs to be said. So it's going to be a lot of work for them to make him talk. There might be a whole lot of let's just say a lot of deals that might have to happen here in a little bit, just so that they can get what they want from him. So I'm hoping, man, it's so frustrating. It sucks, but man, I hope that this interrogation doesn't take very long, because the longer this interrogation goes, the further she gets away, right? The further they move her on. And so, because she obviously was moved for something, you know, I know that there's keywords you can't say. You know what I'm saying, right?
I know, we know what we're saying. I hope that everyone knows. Sometimes they're like, why do you have to censor things? Because that's how YouTube rolls.
You don't want to get rush. You don't want rush hour fill in the blank, right?
Exactly.
Her. You don't want that to happen to her. So hopefully they're working with the quickness and just making him starve him.
Absolutely.
Put him under a hot light. Do not give him water. Put him in a very uncomfortable chair. Maybe it's just 3 legs on the chair, so he has to constantly keep using his legs to stay up. Something, make him uncomfortable so he starts talking. But when he speaks up, it's gonna be monumental.
It is. I hope we all awake for it, right? We'll be here.
Right.
We'll be somewhere. Well, not here physically on Grizzly True Crime. You'll be there. I'll be here. Maybe we'll collab again. We'll be like, oh my word, can you believe this? Is the interrogation video? Not yet. That was just speculatively. We were talking about, you know, how interrogation tapes go. It can go on and on and on and on and on. So I hope they're wearing him down.
If there was an interrogation video, we would already been watching it. Trust. On your channel.
We'd be here right now, guys. Or we'd be on the side.
Right. We'd all be watching this. We'd all be watching it. Trust.
Exactly.
You know, but
exactly.
In reality, they're still in the middle of it all. Let them do their due diligence. Let them do their job. But one thing, if it's okay, if I can plug something really quick.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It looks like I might be having Diana back on the show tomorrow to talk about this new information with Troy and the truck and all that stuff. So I'm supposed to be, I'm in course, you know, I'm talking to her right now. And so hopefully tomorrow I will have an exclusive on my channel. Would love to have you over there if you.
We're gonna be raiding.
No. I'm not even saying that. I mean, yes, come raid, please. I'm saying come on.
We're doing a grizzly raid.
Bring your face onto the show. Why not?
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
Why not? Come
no
join.
Problem.
Come join. Just make sure your camera ready, like you always are, and I'll let you know what time though. I promise you, I will let you know what time.
Yeah, that'll be great.
And then hopefully she's still down for it. You never know. She was in the middle. She was like, I'm in the middle of doing this search right now. Can we talk more tomorrow? So hopefully tomorrow we'll get on and then bang. You know what I mean?
That would be great. Wow.
Yeah.
That'll be a super raid then. You hear that, guys? I might be there. I'll be like, my little get ready routine is down now. I can do this in 5 minutes. Lipstick on, lashes on. You don't have to do that.
No.
What do you? You're like, hoodie on, let's roll. Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, hey.
I didn't even brush my teeth today, so hi.
Yeah, what's up, everyone? Oh man.
I woke up like this. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I woke up like this. No filter, guys. This is just me.
So I will definitely let you know. I will be putting it on Twitter. I will be putting it on my community page. I will be putting it on my Discord. Have mercy. Nice. I'll be putting it on my TikTok. I'll be putting it on everything, everywhere, just to let everybody know when I go live with this sit down. It may be tomorrow. I really hope it is. If it is, you guys you all will be the firsts to know. I rock with the Grizzlies. Okay.
Nice. You heard it here. You rock with the Grizzlies, and we rock with you.
Hey, you've always been very supportive of my channel. And I hope you know that I've always been supportive of yours. I've been giving you shout outs like crazy, by the way, girl.
People send them to me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, as they should, because this is how we build, right? This is how we grow, supporting each other. And, block by block, boom, we'd suddenly, this is CNN. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, then we're up there.
Right.
So,
And we have Grizzly True Crime and the Pascal Show live.
exactly. See what I'm saying? We're the John Walshes, right?
Exactly.
Of
Here
the
we are.
or something.
Yeah, of the entire internet.
Of the entire internet. Okay.
That's right, everyone.
Because there's more than one internet. It's plural. Internet.
It's the entire internet. Oh man.
But anyway, I got to jump off, unfortunately. But I really do appreciate you having me come on and rock with you for a little bit. I really do appreciate it.
I'm still going to go over the facts of Troy, the things I learned on the TikTok live. But watch that.
Yes.
If you want to jump off.
Oh, yes. No. Let me hear this. No.
Oh, no. You said you want to go.
No. If it's kind of.
I'll be quick. It's like bullet points. You know how I roll. Bullet points.
Okay, give me the bullets.
So what we got with the Troy driver bullets, the suspect that's now being questioned, right? I mean, he's arrested on kidnapping charges. Was born on April 20th, 1980. I even have his phone number here. Yeah. Phone number is here. Mm-hmm. We've got 3 addresses, which we don't want to put out there, of his properties. So he's got some money. 3 properties? Okay. And they arrested him on Elkhorn Road. I know that's going out everywhere, but I'm not putting the number in there or anything because we don't want people to dox the family because there's a wife and children involved, okay? He's got a California. Yeah, children. Leave them in peace for now, please. Oh, no, forever.
For now.
Leave them in peace. Yeah, for now.
Their lives are ruined now. You realize this, right? Their lives are forever ruined, but okay.
Right?
High school will never
be
be
what
the
is
same
going
for them
on?
ever again.
No, never again. With hard 41, Tater boy.
Tater boy.
So then he's got a California issued social security number, right? Okay. So I'm just reading my bullet points. He was arrested March 25th, 2022, 13 days after Naomi was captured.
Okay.
And wait. Oh yeah. Tamara said on a TikTok live, he's a really scary person and could have done some really bad stuff to my sister. I was like, I hope not. He does look like a really scary person, but that's I wrote this down as like a quote. That's what she said. She said, we don't know if the suspect is talking or not. They don't tell us anything. She said they're looking for clothing, Naomi's clothing, phone, and purse in the search today. So that was interesting too. And then she said he could have taken her anywhere, which is true. That's the thing. We were looking at that radius, right?
Yeah.
And then this was a thing that was like, wait, what for me? When she said, yeah, it was rumored that he was on one of the searches. Excuse me? One of the search parties. She said it was, someone commented and she said, oh yeah, I know that rumor's going around. It was actually rumored that he was at the search party. And I'm like,
wait, and that's true?
I don't know. She said, Tamara said it was rumored that he was. And then she was kind of asking in the background, like, hey, do you remember that guy? I think she said, I don't know. She was mentioning some car, but not the truck. But like, do you remember that guy? Do you think it was him? Because remember there's that rumor. And I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. And that would be this type.
Nuts. That's
right.
nuts.
And another thing we learned was that he was on gaming sites, according to someone in the comments. And then Tamara was asking, what, do you mean like World of Warcraft or what? And they were like, well, he's on gaming sites because they've looked up his email address and his profile or something like that. And on All American Dream Chaser, Diana said that there was evidence of suspicious activity or violence inside the car. And I'm like, whoa.
Right.
So all these little things that we write down, right?
But I mean, obviously there was some specific signs of violence for sure. But what do you expect? And I don't mean this in a condescending way to you or anyone. Clearly, if you are going to be abducted or kidnapped, and if you are a fighter, like Diana Irion said about her daughter, you know for a fact she's gonna be throwing them fish. She's gonna give the 2-piece and a couple side dishes. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like she would do everything in her power to try to get out of that car and try to get herself free. The other thing though too, you said something earlier, something about him, violence or who he. You said something in the list. Can you go through the list one more time? The top few that you said a second ago.
What list are we talking about?
Your bullets. You were going through your bullets, and you said something about him as far as like violence or something.
What did I say about violence? Okay, I'm going through it. Hold on.
I'm so sorry. Something about.
Born.
I'm so sorry.
California issued social security number. Oh yeah.
What was it?
Tamara said he's a really scary person and could have done some really bad stuff to my sister.
Okay, so I'll say this. I do believe that he is probably a scary dude, probably as some people are saying, he's very creepy. Dude is creepy. Trish just said a second ago, and I can agree with that. But if you look at his past history with the violence that happened with the drug dealer, right? Yeah. He did not have the gun. He did not pull the trigger. He just stuffed the body in the trunk. So I want to point that one thing out. Like I said, I don't think he is I think he is not a violent to the point of murder type of person. I think, yes, he's twisted in the head, but I don't think he is capable of taking somebody's life. Yes. I don't think he has the balls to do that. I mean, you can pull his face back up here again. Does he look like a man who has balls?
It's got micro balls.
All right. But I hate to say it like that, but real talk, does he look like a dude that is, you know what I mean? Yeah. That would do something like that, violent. I could see him forcibly making somebody do something, forcing them. But as far as taking their life, I don't think so. I think he's more worried about making his money, trying to make ends meet and pay off his car note. Yeah. I mean, that's literally it. And he's trash.
We really hope so, right? We hope he isn't like a freaking Ted Bundy. Yeah, let's hope he's real weak. Tater boy, you've got to be weak.
I hope he's a tater boy.
Yeah, you know we hope so.
I'm praying for that.
And then the last bullet point was just that they're still looking into possible additional suspects.
Of course, because I've heard stories. Okay, you said it on your show, but then I had Diana on the show, and then she debunked that kinda. But I think it was because she also got that information right around the same time I was asking this question, but and bringing it up because they said occupants. The S was in plural, or it was in parentheses, as if there might have been more than just one person. So there is speculation, like you put out in your show, there may be more than just one person, and I do believe that. I don't think he's the only one in this thing. It could be his wife. You never know. Mm-hmm. She could be the one who drove the truck over to meet him somewhere to go. You know what I mean? You don't know. Ever know. You know, so that's the thing that I'm still trying to wrap around in my head. Now, Diana said, no, that's not true. She said, I don't want to put anything out there. I don't want to incriminate anybody unjustifiably if we don't have that information out there. But there are stories, and at least in that police report or that press release, they said occupants. So there might have been more than just one person trying to transfer Naomi into another car. And we got to look at all these interviews, right? Because each family member talks on all these different platforms, and then I'm sure you do the same. We watch them all and piece it all together, and then look at the press release and put it all together. And yesterday, or it says a day ago, on Gray Hughes' show, Casey Valley, Naomi's brother, was saying he truly believes that this is, in his mind, it's a sex trafficking case. I know those are trigger words. Hey, YouTube. Right. Hi.
I said it. They're just like, oh man, bye. We're going to just make sure we're going to shut this stream right down.
Right.
This is going low now. But he seems to be on that page of things, which is why it could speculatively be more people involved. It could be that this dude with his no balls, maybe just passed it on to, as you said earlier, maybe a ring of people or something, passed it into an industry which could help him make his money, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's something. There's most definitely he does not look like a mastermind. Okay, he does not look like Professor X of X-Men. Okay, I get he's bald, but he does not look like the type who would be masterminding all this by himself. I'm sorry, he does not look like somebody who runs a ring. This is somebody who is paid to do the dirty work. He's a fool to do your dirty work. Oh yeah, that's what he's doing right there. Period.
That's right.
Okay, that's what I think. I think this guy is just weak. He's Tater Troy.
Tater, he's hard 41 Tater Troy. Everyone, let me put you here for a second and do this so that you could totally plug your show, all your social media, what's happening.
Okay, pressure. Okay, there's a lot, so get ready. Get ready.
Everybody, 1 hour later.
Yeah, and that's it. My Friendster, my MySpace. Okay, so you can follow me. Please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Most importantly, go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/the Pascal Show. It's spelled like that right there underneath, right there. Pascal Show, the Pascal Show. Please go over to YouTube, go and do that. Please follow me on Twitter as well. I've been posting a lot of updates on Twitter whenever I get a chance to, because sometimes I'm not in front of the camera. So hit that as well. That is at the Pascal Show. You can follow me on Instagram. Same thing. The Pascal Show, and Twitter and TikTok, the Pascal Show, one word. Go follow me, like, comment. If you guys have any information, I know you send this stuff to, I know you guys are Grizzlies, and I know you give it over here to Gisela, but at the same time, if you have anything that you might think I haven't, would be interested in either covering or following up on, please DM me on those platforms. It would be great to meet you guys and talk to you guys. So that's
You
it.
want to regret that? No, I'm just kidding. You're going to get so many emails.
Oh, have mercy.
So many DMs.
Oh,
it's about to be lit.
That's going to be amazing. And I'm going to
so
come back
amazing.
on the show and go, stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Grizzlies make a song. So if I could just plug for a second,
Please.
do you know how amazingly this man sings? Like, seriously, go on Instagram. You also sing on TikTok, right? That's where I found it first.
Yeah. I mean, I've thrown a couple things up there. I do a lot of, like, on the show back in the day before the pandemic happened. I used to do a lot of skits and parodies on my show, but then the pandemic happened, and now I'm in a purple room. So I don't get to do a whole lot of that stuff very often. I do every once in a while, but I'm opening a new chapter of my show. I'm moving into a studio. Or I have been moving into a studio, and hopefully I'll be doing live in-person shows next week sometime.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
but it's not only just true crime stories. We're talking about politics, pop culture. I mean, even on my main channel, the Pascal Show channel, we talk about a lot of things other than just missing person cases. But interviews with celebrities, people who are headlining news, so on and so forth. But now I'm going to be bringing them in to sit down and talk with them as well. So
even from the Netherlands? I mean, what?
I mean, come on.
I heard it here first.
Yeah, I mean, come on in. Love to have you on. For real. That'd be fun.
That would be fun. One day, guys, we're manifesting, okay?
Yeah, let's show you what St. Louis is all about. You know what I mean?
Right.
But for a fact, you'll see me on YouTube without a shadow of a doubt, because that's the most important place to talk. Right.
Exactly. Well, it's been an absolute honor having you on the show. Thank you so much for hopping on, for joining us.
Yes.
Coming up with a name for Hard 41 Tater Boy.
Tater Boy. Hard 41 Tater Boy.
We got to clip that, everyone. Share it everywhere.
Hard 41 Tater Boy. I love it.
We love it. Definitely going to be sharing that later. So you guys, there's a clip feature. Are you encouraging people to use that little clip feature? That's so good.
Absolutely. I just recently found it on my platform. I was like, moving up in the world. So hopefully people are going to start using that here soon too.
So show us, guys, on Twitter. Clip it and share it on Twitter. This Hard 41 Tater Boy, and then we know how to do it.
Make it happen.
Tag us both. Well, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful evening ahead, because it's going into late afternoon, evening for you.
Yes. Y'all, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me on. I had a really, really great time, and I look forward to the next time. Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow. I'll be over on the Pascal shows. I'll let you guys know, of course, via the community tab and social media and all that. But see you soon then.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.